The girl miraculously survives and wakes up from a coma. The first thing she does is not seek revenge. Instead, she numbly pulls out all the instruments from her body. Then, while the police guard is unprepared, she forcibly takes her sidearm. Under the terrified gaze of the officer, she immediately shoots herself on the spot. The entire internet is spreading a rumor that if one's phone battery is at 7%, they watch a horror movie. I think that's nonsense. I believe that people only start watching horror movies when their phone battery is down to 4%. And today we're going to watch a horror movie that even gives me the chills. The protagonist, Laura, is a female university student in medical school. With her stunning beauty and cheerful personality, she loves to share various aspects of her daily life online. Laura is not only popular at school but also has a large number of followers on social media. One day, while she is at a party with friends, she notices a strangely dressed girl in the corner who is constantly staring at her. Initially, she does not take it to heart. But later that night, as Laura is admiring her beautiful photos with her roommate, a friend request suddenly pops up. Seeing this, Laura does not rush to reject it. Instead, she opens her profile but unexpectedly discovers that the sender is her classmate, who is the slightly strange Marina from earlier that day. She has no friends on his social media account. The content she posts is also very dark. It gives people an oppressive and creepy feeling. Her friend advises Laura not to add her, but Laura thinks she is cool. Then she clicks accept without hesitation. Seeing Laura become her first friend, Marina is extremely excited. The two of them soon meet on campus. Compared to Laura's fluent conversation, Marina is a bit at a loss. But when he hears Laura lives with friends, a hint of disappointment crosses her mind. However, Laura does not notice her unusual behavior. However, as soon as they separate, Marina sends Laura a ton of messages. Her boyfriend Tyler thinks that the other person is a neurotic, but Laura believes Marina is just too lonely. As a result, when night falls, Laura is suddenly woken by a strange sound. So she follows the sound. Horror. Outside the window, 100 meters high, she discovers a black bee is hitting the glass. Laura is just about to get closer to watch carefully, when the next second, she surprisingly sees Marina's creepy face. Laura is instantly startled awake. Fortunately, it is just a nightmare. The next day, an outrageous thing happens. Marina, surprisingly, without her knowledge, Marina unauthorizedly photoshops their two pictures together and posts them on social media. Laura feels a chill down her spine after seeing it. Then, at her best friend's suggestion, they look through Marina's old posts. The posts contain disturbing or bloody videos. They are absolutely chilling to watch. Seeing this, her best friend is certain Marina has issues. She asks Laura why she hangs out with her. Laura helplessly tells her, she just wanted to be friendly. She did not expect the other person to be so terrifying. She also does not want to interact with Marina too much anymore. So, when Marina asks to attend her birthday party, Laura decisively refuses. She falsely claims she only wants to spend her birthday alone with her boyfriend. However, because she has too much fun at the birthday party, Laura completely forgets about Marina's existence. She unconsciously posts photos with her friends online. After seeing the photos, Marina's heart fills with anger and grievance. She feels Laura has betrayed her. So, the next morning, she angrily runs to confront Laura. She asks why Laura held a birthday party. She questions why she lies to herself. Even though Laura continuously apologizes to her, Marina remains relentless. During the struggle, Laura accidentally pulls off Marina's hat, simultaneously revealing her secret of being bald. Seeing the strange looks from the surrounding classmates, Marina sadly quickly leaves the restaurant. She thinks their friendship will completely break. Unexpectedly, by evening, Marina again sends a video request. Laura sees it and decisively rejects it. Marina remains relentless and sends multiple apology messages. She begs Laura not to abandon her, stating that she is the most important person in her life. She says she cannot lose Laura. Seeing Marina's deeply emotional messages, Laura not only feels no joy but even feels fear towards her extremism. Therefore, she directly unfriends Marina. When Marina discovers her friend count returns to 0, her heart immediately sinks to the bottom. Then she despairingly turns off the computer. Soon after, the sky suddenly flashes with lightning and thunders. Heavy rain pours down. Laura sits working in front of her computer. She unintentionally hears strange noises coming from behind her. She initially thinks her best friend has returned, so she follows the sound to investigate. But when she arrives in the hallway, she sees nothing. But just as she turns around, she sees the mirror on the wall has changed its appearance at some point. What is eerie is that at this moment, pattering footsteps come from inside the mirror. Laura curiously leans in to examine it. As a result, a figure slowly walks towards her from inside the mirror. Fortunately, Olivia calls out to her just in time. This pulls Laura back from the illusion. At the same time, the mirror returns to normal. It is as if nothing has happened. However, the good times do not last. Laura discovers that Marina has not come to class for many days. Just as she feels puzzled by this, the teacher announces a terrible piece of news. It turns out that a few days ago, Marina completed the ritual, and the video of her completing the ritual is inexplicably uploaded to the school's website. Laura is shocked after hearing this. After class ends, several friends worry that Laura blames herself. They all rush to comfort Laura. A friend suggests holding a funeral for Marina. Kobe states that her body is never found. The police also fail to find the location where the ritual is completed. Furthermore, Marina's identity remains a mystery. What is even more bizarre is that the school archives also lack Marina's information. She appears as if out of thin air. Facing this strange situation, Laura feels extremely uneasy. At night, a terrifying event occurs again. Laura received a message from Marina, but her phone was switched off at that moment. Helpless, Laura can only open it on her computer. She discovers it is a video Marina sent her. The content is footage of Marina completing the ritual. Marina lights Laura's portrait on fire. She then hangs herself above the bonfire. This horrifying scene immediately scares Laura, making her scream. Tyler sees this and tries to delete the video, but the computer acts as if it has a virus and does not respond at all. Helpless, Tyler can only turn off the computer first. However, the matter is far from over. The next day, the video of the completed ritual is surprisingly posted on Laura's homepage. It also tags all her friends to watch. Just like yesterday, no matter how Laura clicks delete, the system still prompts a webpage error. What is even more outrageous is that even if Laura blocks Marina's account, the next second she still returns to her friend list. This matter quickly spreads online. Due to the significant negative impact of the video, the police quickly find Laura, demanding he delete the video and deactivate the account. Laura quickly negotiates with the platform's customer service. However, the platform's answer is also that they are powerless. This is because they cannot find Marina's account at all. Aura, whose communication yields no results, has no choice but to find Kobe, who is a hacker, for help. He hopes Kobe can delete that video through technical means. After some operations, Kobe quickly makes a new discovery. Normal backend code consists of numbers and letters. However, Marina's code is made of incomprehensible runes. It is also at this moment that Laura sees a familiar scene. Upon closer inspection, she discovers it is the scene where Marina completed the ritual. Just as Laura is completely baffled, photos of herself and Gustavo are posted on the account. Immediately after, Gustavo's face begins to distort. At the same time, Gustavo, who is chatting on the phone with his girlfriend Isabel, suddenly hears strange rustling noises from his phone. The computer screen immediately goes black. The door behind him also slowly opens. He initially thinks his roommate has returned, so he walks out. But as soon as he takes a few steps out, he sees a strange painting on the door. Gustavo instinctively pushes open the door. He sees many broken dolls appear out of nowhere on the ground. And there is also a huge beehive in the corner of the wall. Before he can react from his shock, the next second, two disfigured ghosts appear before his eye. Gustavo is instantly terrified and flees in panic. Then he rushes into the elevator recklessly, preparing to go downstairs. But just as he enters, thinking the danger is over, the lights in the elevator suddenly go out. Gustavo, scared, shines his phone light. The beehive mysteriously appears inside the elevator. Immediately after, a terrifying scene follows. When Isabel rushes back and is about to take the elevator up, as soon as she opens the door, she is completely stunned. Even though they immediately send him to the hospital, Gustavo still dies from his injuries. Isabel also falls ill due to the intense shock. She bitterly blames all of this on Laura for provoking Marina. Sure enough, not long after they talk, Laura's account again posts a video of Gustavo's death. And this video still cannot be deleted. Desperate, Laura wants to post an update to clarify. But when she finally finishes editing the text, the words on the screen strangely change on their own. It turns out to be Marina, replying to her with a threatening tone, telling Laura that she will know the feeling of loneliness. After this, her friends worry about attracting trouble and one by one unfriend Laura. At the same time, Laura's social media followers are also rapidly unfollowing her. Because this incident causes a big stir, the school also asks Laura to temporarily suspend her studies. Fortunately, Kobe finds a new clue through his analysis of Gustavo's death video. He discovers that it contains the sound of black wind. Marina's homepage is full of black wind, and Kobe then finds through this information that black wind is a symbol of evil, existing only where witches appear. To find out Marina's identity, the two secretly enter her dorm room. After some searching, Laura finds a photo. Strangely, the faces of the two boys are disfigured. Based on the background of the photo, Laura quickly finds the school. She learns a shocking piece of information from the teacher. Marina had a very bad experience at school. Because she has no parents, she is often bullied by two boys. Over time, Marina's personality becomes increasingly reclusive. She likes to look at dark things online. Constantly suppressed, she sometimes stares at the computer for several hours. But only her reflection appears on the computer screen. Because her bizarre behavior is very strange, the children at school avoid her. Meanwhile, Kobe also makes a new discovery online. There is an organization called Black Mirror. T429, number 1734355. They perform a summoning ritu through mirrors to awaken the demon's revival. And Marina's method of completed the ritual is precisely this kind of ritual. Kobe, who learns the truth, instantly panics. Before he can tell Laura about this discovery, the next second, a terrifying scene appears before his eyes. Thanks to the timely appearance of the security guard, Kobe narrowly survives. The scene changes. Laura also finds an old murder case online. The victims of the case are the two boys who bullied Marina back then. When the police find their bodies in the dilapidated factory, their faces are already severely disfigured by black bees. Laura immediately contacts Tyler, asking him to help check Marina's medical records. Meanwhile, Isabel in the hospital also encounters strange things. The building opposite suddenly catches fire. As she turns around, a burned pregnant woman inexplicably appears on the previously empty hospital bed. Driven by curiosity, she cautiously leans in to check. Before she can reach her, the pregnant woman suddenly sits up and stares intently at her. This scene immediately scares Isabel, causing him to rush out of the ward. But strangely, there is not a single soul in the huge hospital. Having no other option, she can only continue through the corridor to seek help. She does not run far before two severely disfigured boys block her path. In a panic, Isabel escapes into a ward. The scene inside makes her skin crawl even more. A large amount of blood on the floor continuously rushes towards her. And in the bathtub inside, lies her own already dead body. Afterward, the police show Laura the surveillance footage from that time. What is terrifying is that the corridor is clearly full of people. But Isabel seems to not see them all. The tragic deaths of two friends make the remaining few even more terrified. They all want to sever their friendship with Laura, fearing that they will be next. But no matter how they try, the webpage always shows an error. Out of helplessness, Kobe finds Olivia again. He tells her that Marina's death is a ritual. She has already resurrected the demon through the black mirror. The demon will kill those he wants to kill according to Marina's instructions. The only solution is to find the black mirror from the ritual and destroy it. On the other side, Olivia, who fears retaliation, puts away all communication devices. She thinks this can stop Marina from finding her. However, everything is futile. Soon after, the printer in the room continuously spits out black paper with runes. These terrifying experiences also make Olivia determined to escape this troubled place. Laura's mother, after learning about these strange events, also strongly urges her daughter to come home with her. She, however, faces Laura's refusal. She insists on finding out the truth and ending everything. Just like that, a few more days pass in the blink of an eye. On this day, Tyler tells her a shocking thing. More than 20 years ago, a certain farm experienced a big fire. And Marina's mother happens to live there. The arsonist burns down the entire farm. This causes Marina's mother severe burns, and she ultimately does not survive. But miraculously, Marina in her womb survives. After hearing this, Laura has a realization. Perhaps the farm is where Marina completed the ritual. Just then, Marina's homepage suddenly posts Olivia's photo. The two of them just notice this anomaly. And immediately after, her face starts to contort. This also indicates that she is next. The two of them instantly feel that something is wrong, and there is no time to hesitate. They immediately drive to Olivia's apartment. Even though the two hurry, they are still too late. Just as they arrive downstairs, Olivia crashes heavily onto their car. It turns out that a short while ago, Olivia hears a series of urgent doorbells. She nervously looks through the peephole. Then a swarm of black bees rushes in. In despair, Olivia chooses to jump from the building. Fortunately, the two who arrive promptly take her to the hospital. Only then does Olivia narrowly escape with her life. And after Laura discovers that Marina has become Olivia's good friend, she knows Marina will not easily stop. To completely end the curse, that day Laura and Kobe drive to the farm. However, before the two arrive at the location, an accident occurs at the hospital. The unconscious Olivia suddenly opens her eyes. Her eyes rolled back. She reaches out and pulls out the equipment on her body. Then she takes advantage of the unsuspecting police officer guarding her and forcibly snatches the pistol from his waist. Just like that, under the terrified gaze of the officer, she met a grim end. At the same time, Laura and Kobe also find Marina's old home. However, this place has long since become ruins. Just as the two split up to look for clues, Kobe's phone shows that he has become friends with Marina. Seeing his own reflection in the phone, Kobe is so scared that he directly throws away his phone. Then, a woman in black slowly walks out from the basement. Fortunately, Laura's illusion appears just in time, effortlessly breaking the attack. Subsequently, at Kobe's suggestion, the two arrive at the basement. They find the inside burned pitch black. Many beehives hang on the walls, and various incomprehensible runes are also written. In addition, Laura also discovers a secret compartment. Just as she prepares to call Kobe over, she sees him standing motionless in front of a mirror. So Laura walks forward and pats Kobe's shoulder. Unexpectedly, Kobe turns his head and says something strange to her. Fortunately, Laura reacts quickly. She endures the severe pain and fights back fiercely. Then she runs out of the basement without looking back. Meanwhile, Kobe chases closely with a knife. It seems that survival is more important than friendship. Laura runs wildly, not knowing where she is escaping to. Just as she leans against a box, her face full of despair, she unexpectedly finds the factory not far away looks particularly familiar. Upon closer inspection, she realizes this is it. Weiler arrives at the place where two boys' bodies were previously found. And he meets Kobe Will looking for someone. During their argument, Tyler receives a call from Laura. She tells Tyler to quickly go to the factory and meet her. Just like that, an unknowing Tyler also brings Kobe along. Soon after, Laura goes in first to explore. And on the way, she receives a call from her mother. At this moment, her expression is blank, and she claims a strange girl has come to their house. Then the mother violently pulls her own hair, and her words and actions are as if she has become a different person. Then, ignoring Laura's dissuasion, she raises a knife and walks towards the bathroom. Laura can only watch as the screen turns black, but she is powerless. Just as she cries in despair, Tyler finally arrives. As soon as they meet, they embrace tightly. Laura also cannot stop telling him about her grievances and her mother's recent ordeal. At this moment, Tyler also notices Laura's wound. But before Laura can say it is Kobe's doing, Kobe, from behind, directly fatally attacks Tyler with knife. Watching her beloved die in front of her, Laura disregards her sorrow and runs away. However, she is quickly forced into a dead end. Just as Kobe prepares to finish off Laura, he is suddenly caught off guard and stung by a black bee. Then countless black bees swarm down from above. In just a moment, Kobe turns into a corpse. On the other side of the alley, the ghosts of two boys stand prominently at the exit. At this moment, Laura can no longer suppress the breakdown in her heart. She screams loudly. Then she collapses onto the ground in despair. Just then, childhood Marina appears before her. She just wants to be friends with her. Forever friends. Next, Laura uncontrollably follows her. She follows Marina's call all the way, passing through a broken hole and arriving at a hidden room. This is precisely where Marina completed the ritual. Hearing Marina's continuous calls from the computer, Laura then curiously walks over. The moment she arrives in front of the computer, she inexplicably appears in front of a mirror. At the same time, a chilling wind attacks her from behind. Laura turns around with a bewildered expression and sees a monster appear before her in horror. The end of the story is the most chilling part. Laura does not die from this. Just as Marina's previous curse states, Laura transforms from a social darling. She becomes the second person to be isolated by everyone. The film ends here. Overall, this is a very good film. It accurately pinpoints contemporary people's online social anxiety. It turns the daily action of friend requests into a death switch. It creates a sense of all-pervasive surveillance fear. Especially, the female protagonist becomes the new carrier of the curse, forming a cycle of vengeful spirits. This perfectly echoes the underlying theme of never-ending social malice. This is truly the most profound design of the entire film.